Good morning to one and all. This is Nagajyoti working as an assistant professor in the Department of ECE in St. Peter's Engineering College. So today in this session, we are going to discuss about a topic of code converters. So here the name itself indicates what is used in order to convert from one code towards the other. So here code converters are the examples for the combinational circuits in which the input is one type of code and this code we are going to convert into the other type of code. So here this code may be either a binary, BCD or a gray code. We need to convert these codes into the other code. So now let me take an example of one code converter in which we need to design a code converter which will convert a BCD to XS3 code. So here BCD to XS3 code. So design a code converter which will convert a BCD to XS3. So from the problem statement we can say that the input is a BCD code and the output is an XS3 code. So in case of a BCD code, we know that the valid BCD numbers are from 0 to 9. So the 9 equivalent is 1001. So the maximum digit of BCD is 9, which is 1001. That itself indicates we require of 4 inputs. And here XS3 code is nothing but adding plus 3 for each and every individual digit is called as an XS3 code. So here 9 plus 3 which is equivalent to 12. So the 12 equivalent is 1100. For 1100 also we are having 4. So the number of outputs required are also 4. So from the problem statement, first identify which type of code is at the input and which type of code is at the output. Then find how many number of inputs and how many number of outputs are required. Here in this example, here we require of 4 inputs and 4 outputs. So then the next step is write down the names or the variables for those inputs and outputs. Then write down the truth table for the corresponding. So here input is a BCD. So I am writing the B inputs as B3, B2, B1 and B0. These are the BCD inputs which I am assuming and I am giving the numbers as B3, B2, B1. And the output is of XS3 code. The maximum XS3 code for this example is the input BCD is 9, so 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 equivalent is also 4 bits, so I am representing 4 outputs as E3, E2, E1 and E0. So here we need to write down the BCD bits of 0 to 9. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. This is 0. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So here the XS3 code for the first input is this is 0. For 0, 0 plus 3 is 3, 3 equivalent is 0011. Similarly, this is 1, 1 plus 3 is 4, so 4 equivalent is 0, 1, double 0. 2, 2 plus 3 is 5, 1, 0, 1, 0. This is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6. This is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7. So for each and every individual decimal digit, we need to add plus 3 and we need to convert that into the binary form. This is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8, 8 equivalent is 1,000. This is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 1,001. This is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10, 1,010. This is 8, 8 plus 3 is 11, 1,011. And the last one is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12. So this is a truth table for BCD to XS3 code. Now, as the inputs are 4 inputs, we need to draw a 4 variable K-map. And as we are having 4 outputs, we need to draw 4 variable K-maps. And if we observe the outputs, that is, at the outputs, we are not having the numbers as 0, 1 and 2 as well as 13, 14 and 15. So here this 0, 1, 2 as well as 13, 14, 15 are going to be, so at the input side, at the input we are having 4 combinations. The 4 combinations should be from 0 to 15. But we are having only 0 to 9. 10 to 15 are not there. So whichever the combinations which are not present at the input side, those combinations are called as stored case. So here first we need to draw the K-map for E3, E2 and E1. Now if you observe this E3 column, this E3 column can be written it as sigma m of, here we are having 1. This one is related to 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So sigma m of 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. And don't case of, at the input side we are not having the terms related to 10, 11, 12 and so on till 15. Similarly, after this we need to draw the K-map for E3. That we need to draw the 4 variable K-map. The inputs are B3, B2, B1, B0. So 10 to 15 are don't guess. This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. And here this is 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here 5, 6, 7. This is 8 and 9. These are the ones. Now if we observe over here, we can simplify these as, we can make this as one octet. So if we combine this as one octet, the leftover, all these columns will be cancelled out, left over with only the B3 term. Similarly, as these two ones are present, we can make this as a quad. This quad is related with, this is two rows, row is B2 and column which is having a common is B0. Similarly, this is one quad. This one quad is related with B2 and the other one is B1. So we can write down E3 is equivalent to B3 plus B2 B0 plus B2 B1. So this is a simplified expression for E3. Similarly, we need to draw for E2, E1 and E0. So here E2, here we are having as sigma m of, first I will be writing the expressions, then we will be drawing the K-map for that. So here E2 is equivalent to sigma m of, this is 0, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last one is 9. Plus don't case of 10 to 15. Similarly, E1 is equivalent to sigma m of 0. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. 3, 4. This is 9, 8, 7. So 7 and 8 plus don't case of 10 to 15. and E naught is equivalent to sigma m of 0, this is 0, 1, 2, 2, 4, 6, 8 plus don't case of 10 to 15. So here we need to draw the K maps, all the K maps for E0, E1, E2 and E3. Already we have drawn for E3. So here I am writing the summarized expressions which are simplified E3 equal to B3 plus B2 B0 plus B2 B1. After simplifying I am writing the expression over here. Similarly, I am drawing the K map for E2. So here E2 is equivalent to here 8, sorry, 10 to 15 are known case. Even is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is 8 and this is 9. So if you observe over here, these we can make this as one quad. The expression for this quad is B2 bar B0. Similarly, you can make these two as one quad. This becomes B2 bar and B1. As you are having these two, you can make these two as an adjacent. The adjacent is B2, B1 bar, B0 bar. So this is the overall expression for E2. So E2 is equivalent to B2, B1 bar, B0 bar plus B2 bar, B0 plus B2 bar, B1. Similarly, we need to draw the K map for E1 and E0. So let me draw for E1 and E0. So here for E1, we are having terms at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. And don't kids are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So you can make these two as one quad and one quad. This quad is B1 bar B0 bar and this quad is B1 B0 or I can say B1 XNOR with B0. So the expression for E1 is B1 XNOR with B0 and the last one is E0. So here E0 is 0, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to 15 are don't cares. So you can make this as one octet. So the E0 octet expression is all the rows will be cancelled out, left over with B0 bar. So here E0 is equivalent to B0 bar. So now we got all the four expressions of the simplified expressions of XS3 code in terms of a BCD. So the last step is here we need to draw the logic diagram. So here the inputs are B3, B2, B1, B0. Along with this, we need to draw the NOT gates of the corresponding. So the expression for E3 is B3, B2, B0. This is B2 and this is B0. B2, B0 should be AND gate and B2, B1. This is B2 and this is B1. Both should be AND gate. All these three should be connected to an OR gate. This is for excess 3 code of E3. Similarly for E2, B2, B1 bar, B0 bar, these three should be connected with an AND gate. B2 bar and B0. This is B2 bar and this is B0. Again, these two should be connected with AND gate. B2 bar and B1. This is B2 bar and this is B1. All these three AND gates should be connected towards an OR gate, which is an logic diagram for E2. Similarly for E1, B1 and B0. This is B1 and this is B0. Both are XNOR gate. This is for E1. And for E0, no need to connect any gate. This is directly with B0, which is equivalent to E0. So this is the logic diagram of a code converter which will convert an input code of BCD code into an XS3 code. Similarly, let me do the next type of code converter which will convert a binary input towards the gray code. So here we need to design a code converter which will convert an input is a binary. Now let me take, instead of going for the 4-bit binary, let me take the input code is a 3-bit binary. So here the question is design a code converter which will convert a 3-bit input binary number to a corresponding gray code or a 4-bit. Now let me take design a code converter which converts 3-bit binary to gray. So the first thing is we must know how to convert a binary number into a gray code. So here binary to gray code is nothing but we need to perform an XOR operation. So let me take one number as 011. This is a binary. This is B2, B1, B0. If I want to convert into gray code, write down the first bit as it is 0. Then perform the consecutive XOR operation. 0 XOR with 1, 1. 1 XOR with 1, 0. If the odd, that is 0 XOR 0 is 0. 0 XOR 1 is 1. 1 XOR with 0 is 1. 1 XOR with 1 equal to 0. If there are odd number of ones, output is 1. If there are even number of ones, output is 0. So as I am saying it as 3-bit binary. So it is B2, B1, B0. These are the inputs and outputs are gray. G2, G1, G0. So the three inputs are 0, 0 to 111. That is 0 to 7. So B2 is equivalent to G2, writing down the first bit as it is. Perform XOR operation for these two. 0 XOR 0, 0. 0 XOR 0, 0. First bit as it is 0 XOR 0, 0. 0 XOR 1, 1. First bit as it is 0 XOR 1, 1. 1 XOR 0, 1. First bit as it is 0 XOR 1, 1. 1 XOR 1, 0. First bit as it is 1, 1 XOR 0, 1, 0 XOR 0, 0. First bit as it is 1 XOR with the 0, 1, 0 XOR with 1, 1. This is 1 as it is 1 XOR 1, 0, 1 XOR 0, 1. This is 1, 1 XOR 1, 0, 1 XOR 1, 0. So this is the truth table for binary to gray. Now we need to write down the expressions for G2. So G2 is equivalent to sigma m of, for which numbers we are having ones. This is 4, 5, 6, 7. So sigma m of 4, 5, 6, 7. Draw the three variable K map. This is B2, B1, B0. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. Inputs are 4, 5, 6, 7. So you will be getting this as a quad. So the resultant for G2 is equivalent to all these will be cancelled out, left over with B2. Similarly for G1, G1 is equivalent to sigma m of this is 0, 1. This is 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to check the corresponding inputs. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw the K map for G1. This is B2, B1, B0. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, and 1. We are having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These two are adjacent, these two are adjacent. The expression for this one is B2 bar and this is B1. For this one, it is B2 and this is B1 bar. So I can write down G1 is equivalent to B2 bar B1 plus B2 B1 bar. Or I can say that G1 is equivalent to G1 is equivalent to B2 XOR with B0. So here we can write down this as B2 XOR with B1. Similarly, the third is for G0. For G0, we are having sigma m of 1, 2, 5, 6. So here this is B2, B1, B0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1. This is 1, 2, 5, 6. So here, this is one adjacent, this is one adjacent. This adjacent is, these will be cancelled out, left over with B1 bar, B0, and this is B1, B0 bar. So I can write down G0 is equivalent to B0 XOR with B1. Now we got all the three expressions. Now the last step is we need to draw the logic diagram for this one. So the inputs are B1, B2, B3. So this is B2 NOT gate, B1 NOT gate, B0 and the corresponding NOT gate. So the expression for G2 is equivalent to B2. So this is directly for G2. G1 equal to B2 XOR with B1. This is B2, sorry, this is B2 bar. B2 and this is B1. B2 XOR with B1 is equivalent to G1. And the last one is B0 XOR with B1. Again this XOR gate G0. So here this is the logic diagram for a code converter which will convert a 3-bit binary to gray code. So this is how to design any type of code converter. Now let me tell you one simple logic over here. If I want to write down a gray to binary. So here, as we don't know the gray code numbers directly, first write down the binary numbers. That is, first write down the outputs, then reflect the outputs in terms of the inputs. But the remaining procedure will be the same. And whenever you are writing the outputs of sigma m expression, whatever the equivalent of that input is there, you need to write down the corresponding input. So this is the way how to design any code converter. I will summarize the steps of code converters. The first step is from the problem statement, identify what is the type of the code at the input side and what is the type of the code at the output side. Once we have identified the type of the code, then we need to find out how many number of inputs are required and how many number of outputs are required. And once we have got number of inputs and outputs, we need to name those inputs and outputs with some variables. Then we need to write down the truth table which gives the relation between inputs and outputs. After writing the truth table, write down the sigma m expressions for each output, then draw the k map. The number of k maps is equivalent to number of outputs, and the number of k variable map is nothing but number of inputs. If there are 3 inputs, we need to draw 3 variable. If there are 4 inputs, we need to draw the 4 variable. If there are 4 outputs, we need to draw 4 k maps. So the number of outputs will give you the number of k maps which we need to draw, and the number of inputs gives how many variable k-map we need to draw. Then simplify the k-map, and after simplification we will be getting the expression of the simplified k-map. Once we got the simplified expression of a k-map, from that expression we need to draw the logic diagram by using AND or AND inverter gates or XOR and XNOR gates. This is how to design a code converter. Thank you.